Hi and welcome again to the live video. Today I want to talk a bit about the difference between letting go and letting down in the context of which message are we passing to the world, to the flow of energy, to our own flow. It's all coming from within, and the world is interacting with the state that we are in the sense of flow. So I think it's important to differentiate a bit and understand, and I want to take you into my world and also how I'm learning about this dynamic, because it's not something just theoretical. It's something that constantly happens. For those of you who don't know, besides being a workshop leader, retreat leader, practitioner, I'm also an entrepreneur. I have my own business and I have to constantly initiate things. I have to constantly invent myself and make many decisions and take a lot of actions. I don't have some kind of boss telling me you need to do this or that. I have to decide for myself. I have to understand for myself, and I have to put energy over there. So this is a lot how I've been learning about this dynamic that I'm calling letting go or letting down. And after this short introduction about it, let's get right to it. You know, this situation where you've done everything you can to promote something. You put all the energy you can, whether it's a business project, whether it's something you're organizing, whether it's some kind of relationship that you are trying to revive. You put everything there, okay? You done everything possible. You didn't leave any stone unturned. Then you have to let go. You have to tell the energy, okay, I did what I could, and now I trust the universe to get me what I need. So this is in Notion what I call letting go. And that's very important. It's a very, very important skill. It's not always easy. I can definitely share that it's not always easy for me. Even though I'm talking a lot about the sense of letting go of control, I had it, and I'm teaching techniques that help people let go of control, I also have my own tendency to want to have control, especially in my business. I want to know everything. I want to monitor everything. I want to make sure that everything is happening. And I'm the first one to be there to invest the energy and to do everything I can. And then sometimes to overdo, to not understand that I've crossed that point where I did everything that I can do, and now I'm in overdoing. And when, hi Fiona, and when you are overdoing, you are sending your own energy and the world a message that is mixed. You're saying, I finished. No, I'm not finished. I'm done. No, I'm not done. Come, go. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe there is something more. And that's very confusing. And this is the energy and the flow that we attract to ourselves. We attract confusion. We attract delay. We attract mixed signals from everything. Okay, so this is about letting go. How it manifests in my life, mostly I can talk about the business realm. When I'm pushing projects too much, okay? I push projects too much. I want to be on top of everything. I want to know every little bit of information, and I want to monitor that everyone is doing their job. And I constantly, for instance, will write to them, what's going on, what's going on. It's like I'm not letting them work, okay? So do everything that needs to be done according to your plan, and then let go and let the rest of the world do its job. Now let's talk about letting down. Hi, Mateus. Nice to see you. Letting down is not doing everything that you need to do or can do regarding a certain matter. For instance, a business, if I can take it to the topic that I'm speaking about right now. It's saying, I don't know how to deal with this, so I'm going to leave it there. And that's again a mixed signal, because if you want to execute something, if you want to make something happen, you have to own it. You have to take responsibility for it. So for instance, if there is some kind of decision that is hanging over there in the air, like socks drying, and you are not taking that decision, what you're telling the universe is, wait, I'm not sure. Okay, let's say, for instance, that I want to hire someone to do some kind of small job that I need in my business. And I'm talking to that person and we agree upon something, and then that person isn't following up. They're not doing what they committed to do, or at least what I understood they are committed to do, or it's not meeting my standards. I can sit and hang there and wait for them to do what they need to do, or what they promise to do, or what I expect them to do, and feel bad about it. Say, I don't know, why am I doing this? Why did I ask this person? What should I do? And again, it's a very fine line here. Are you in a letting go or letting down? This is why we're having this live, because it's not very, very easy to always differentiate. On one hand, this could be one of these situations where you're supposed to let that person from this example work for you and not push it too much. But sometimes you know, and you know it somehow from inside in your gut feeling, if you really ask yourself honestly, that this is beyond the state of letting go. And then by not deciding, okay, this person is not fit for the job. For instance, again, this is an example, okay? I must find someone else, and then act upon that and look for someone else to do that job. You are letting yourself and your project down, okay? Let's not talk about business, okay? Business, I think, is one example that is very, very clear to understand. Someone is not interacting with me in the way that I expect. In the beginning, I'm in the state of letting go. Okay, let's see what the universe does. And then I see that it's not meeting the criteria of the project. And then if I'm still not acting upon it, then I'm letting down instead of finding someone else to do the job, for instance. Okay, not just waiting. What I mean is that don't hang like the socks drying out, okay? If you are waiting too long, if it's beyond your capacity or beyond the requirements of what you're doing, this means you are hanging like the laundry to dry out. And this is the place to have a conscious decision to act and find someone else to do the job, for instance, okay? But with business, it's much easier, okay? I have this copywriter, he's not delivering the work, I'll switch a copywriter. It's much, much more complicated and sensitive when it comes to relationships. So I want to talk also a bit about relationships in that sense. One thing to realize, we all know it, but it's still good to say it once in a while so that we all remember. Our partners, they are not what we expect them to be. They are what they are. Just like we are not what people expect us to be, we are what we are. Therefore, it's very, very fine line to understand if you are letting go or letting yourself down. Okay, if you want your partner to change, if you want your partner to be someone else, if you cannot accept life with your partner the way your partner is, then you might be letting yourself down. You might be with the wrong partner because you don't want this partner. It's not like you're saying, okay, this partner needs a little bit time. I'm very angry now and I want to resolve a certain matter and my partner can't resolve it right now. But maybe after a couple of hours we can sit and have a coffee or tea together and discuss it, and we're going to resolve it, and my partner is there with me, just not right now. This is letting go. If you think that your partner is unfit to ever discuss your anger with you, and you have anger that you want to discharge, or there is something that you are angry about and it's not going to be resolved until you sit and talk about it, then you're letting yourself down. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean everyone has to go there and break up with their partners if they think that their partners are incapable of doing something that's important for them. That's definitely not what I'm saying. Okay, I'm just saying that in a sense, you are letting yourself down because you have an irrational expectation. Okay, maybe that partner that cannot sit and talk about what makes you angry has a different way, a different channel to discharge his energy. Maybe you can find a different way. Maybe you're not supposed to do it with your partner. Maybe you're supposed to find a good friend and discuss what makes you angry and then come back home, and the energy will already change, the dynamic will already change. Some people, this is a very common case, some people are very, very proud people. They don't know how to apologize. They hate to apologize. And you know why they hate to apologize? They hate to apologize because when they say, sorry, I've done wrong, they feel belittled. Okay? It has nothing to do with you. They feel belittled, or when we have a difficulty to apologize, it means that we think, or we have this notion inside ourselves that if I'm going to say sorry and admit a certain mistake, that makes me smaller in front of the other person. I have less energy. A side comment on that is, on the contrary, I think apologizing and admitting your mistakes is actually a great power if you know how to accept it within yourself. Okay, I made a mistake. I'm going to apologize for it. I'm going to give recognition to the other person, and then let's see how I can move on. But I know it's a very, very annoying thing if you have been, I don't know, insulted and your partner won't say sorry. Some partners will never say sorry, or they will say sorry like, sorry, just because you expect them to say the word, but they can't really express the energy of apologizing. But they will have other ways to do it. So if you can see the total balance and see that if you are letting go of hearing the actual word, again, letting go, I am sorry, okay, maybe your partner will come and give you the energy that you need from a different place, from a different channel. And that's fine, as long as you can recognize it and it works for you, okay? But if you're in a situation where the energy is not resolved in any way, and it's a long-lasting situation, then you are letting yourself down. You are clinging on to a relationship, for instance, that will never, ever fulfill you. And the reason you are probably doing it is because you are afraid of the unknown. Basically, we're all afraid of the unknown. You're afraid to release that relationship because you don't know if you're going to get anything better or anything at all. Okay, it's kind of like the same thing. I'm going a few minutes back with having that copywriter, or I don't know, whatever kind of service that you are seeking to have for your business, and you're not going to let that copywriter go because you don't know if there's another copywriter. Of course there is. Okay, you just need to let go in that sense and find someone else. So also in relationship, if you are clinging onto a relationship just because of the fear that you can't have something that will actually meet what you need in life, and what you need is not always what is pleasant for you or that you get everything that you want, it's more about a deep connection. If you are not letting go of an abusive or unfulfilling relationship just because you're afraid to be alone, that's letting yourself down. That's not letting go. Okay? This is the place to let go, for instance, of a relationship that is either abusive or severely unfulfilling. Does anyone have questions, by the way? I've seen only 2 comments so far, and it's nice, and everyone is invited to comment. I think it's a topic that everyone can relate to. Are we letting go in a certain situation and letting the universe do its thing? Or are we letting ourselves down by not taking decisions, by acting from fear, by acting from a sense of lack? Because, again, just a bit like the live I was talking about yesterday about the language of the subconscious, if your message is mixed, if you are not clear, if you are not complete with yourself, this is what you are going to attract to yourself. You're going to attract confusion. If you are unsure in your relationship, you're going to attract more confusion. If you are unsure in your work, you're going to attract more confusion. If you are unsure about your goals, you're going to attract more confusion. If you know what you want and you are kind of taking this check-in or weather report about your vision about things, how you think or feel that things need to be or manifest in your life, and you plant the seeds and you water them and you do everything you can and then you let go, it's beautiful. If you are missing upon either your vision or taking the actions need to be taken, then you are letting yourself down. And that's the whole difference. So I want to wish you a beautiful day and a beautiful week and a beautiful month and a beautiful year of taking the action which needs to be taken, of letting go when you need to let go, not letting yourself down, accepting yourself, recognizing your value and how amazing you are and how unique we all are, each one in their own special way. And don't let yourself down. Even if others you feel they let you down, don't let yourself down. Never give up. Keep on investing the energy, keep on checking your vision, keep on taking action, and let go of what you cannot change. Wishing you huge love. Thank you.